What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new video. Now today you joined me for another night POV drive, and you actually joined me inside my own personal car. So we're in the VW Golf Mark 7. So this is the 1.4 Comfortline TSI. So it's a DSG box, by the way. So as usual, we're gonna go for a night drive. And yeah, let's catch up with this car. Let's talk about it. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. So the car is actually making, well, let me not say the car. The steering wheel is making a funny sound. It's been a while. I don't know if you... I don't know if it's coming across on video. So if you know what the issue is, do let me know, because I want to get it sorted out. But it's not a big deal. I think maybe the leather or the glue or the residue, something like that, is tired behind there. So now it's making some kind of funny noise. But anyways, like I already mentioned, 1.4 turbo 4-cylinder, pushing 92 kilowatts and 200 Newton meters of torque. And I absolutely love this engine, especially compared to the new 1-liter 3-cylinder that you find in the Polos. This engine is just a dime, man, and it makes its power so effortlessly, and it does pack a really good punch, hey? So the other thing I forgot to mention is this one actually has the R-Line body kit, so looks a lot nice on the outside. It's also specced with the xenon headlights, so you get xenon main beam lights up front, you get LED daytime running lights and LED lights at the back. So I just want to make a U-turn here, because going up the stretch, the car does make a bit of a nice sound, you know. I don't know if the R-Line comes with some kind of fruitier exhaust, a sports exhaust, something like that, I don't know, but it does sound nice. So sometimes I do find myself misbehaving, because I won't lie, I do enjoy driving this car, although where it's lacking, it's at the top end. But then after all, it's not the GTI or the R, so I can forgive it. But let me tell you, it's actually, for day-to-day use, this car is actually very fast, eh? The top speed is rated at 210 kilometers an hour. The fastest I've gone in this car. I don't know if I can tell you guys. Okay, I did it on a private road, just know that. So I've done about 241 kilometers an hour. As crazy as that sounds, but it was on a bit of a down slope, and like I said, it was on a private road. So yeah, that's the fastest I've gone in this car. So it just goes to show that I mean, you don't need to drive 200 kilometers an hour, but it's good to know that it can go beyond that. And this is the DQ200 platform. So it's the 7-speed dual clutch dry sump unit, the one that is famous for problems. But my car is currently sitting at 193,656 kilometers. So we're almost at 200,000 kilometers, and I've never experienced any major issue on it. The gearbox has never given me any problems. As you can see, there is no check engine light, there is no warning light whatsoever, zero. It's running perfectly fine. It's actually due for a service in about 2,500 kilometers. Let me check vehicle status. Yeah, oil and service inspection in 2,700 kilometers. So it's going in for service at 195,000 kilometers. So it's running smoothly. It has a full service history. I'm not selling it, by the way, because this might sound like a sales pitch. I'm just giving you guys the stats and figures. So one of my most favorite things about this car is the sound system. It sounds amazing. I wish I could let you guys hear it, but ish, copyright, guys, copyright. You know, YouTube is so strict, which is annoying. But yeah, in here quality is amazing. Like everything you touch and interact with, like this car is still immaculate, guys. Like I'm really happy with how it has aged, and I'm really happy with how I've managed to keep it in good condition. So right now we'll do a couple of tests, like gearbox response test, and yeah, a bunch of those. So I'll boot it now. So it's not the fastest thing, but it's relatively quick. But let me tell you, the gearbox is such a dive. I know this gearbox might be prone to problems and whatnot, but man, the amount of punch that you get out of this unit is insane. The shifts are very snappy, and in some scenarios you get a bit of a jolt on gear changes. It's man, it's such a nice gearbox, man. And the other thing is fuel efficiency. Man, this thing is absolutely unmatched. Like I've seen numbers as low as 3.3 liters per 100 kilometers. This was on highway driving, by the way. On normal day-to-day driving in an urban environment like this, I'll get around 6. If I'm just chilled, maybe even 5.8. But with a mixture of highway and urban environment driving, I can definitely get in the low 5s, possibly even high 4s. So when you're just chilling and you're driving normally, man, oh man, this thing is ridiculously efficient. Like it's insane the way this car is so fuel efficient. And on a full tank, I get about 800 kilometers, which is ridiculous. Hey, it has a 50-liter tank, by the way. So let's chow this ML. So the nice thing about it, it's not the GTI, it's not the R, but you can pull such stunts. You know, you can make these quick, rapid lane changes. Like you can give some cars a run for their money. Hey, you can make a quick lane change, you can gap some cars, especially normal, I'll call them normal ordinary cars, say your Suzukis and whatnot. You can surprise them, you can scare them off, you can, yeah, it is so responsive, and there's no need to even put it in sport like you saw there. I'm in normal drive mode and I'm just booting it, so it's quite responsive to throttle input. It's very good at judging what you're doing with your foot on the throttle, and yeah, playing around with the gears based on that. So yeah, as you can hear, it's very silent inside here. I'm glad there aren't any funny rattles and whatnot. So it's aging very well. Hey, it is absolutely aging very well. And when you're just chilling like this, it's just the dime. When you're playing music, the sound system is phenomenal. So these are the days before IQ lights, so you still need to manually operate the high beams and stuff, but the illumination is quite good. I don't know what the stats are in terms of lighting range and so on, but the lights look absolutely brilliant at night. You do notice that bluish kind of purple glow when you see the car from the outside. It's a very nice car, I won't lie. It's a really, really nice car, especially nowadays with cars being so expensive. So this is such a great alternative. If you can find one that's in great condition with a full service history, absolutely go for it. This thing is, oh man, that's such an amazing car. I don't want to lie to you guys. Like, driving this on a day-to-day basis is such an amazing experience, eh? Look at that gearbox. This gearbox is so fast, guys. And I just love how there's always this subtle sound in the background. Like, you can always hear it, like that hum. It's so satisfying, eh? You can kind of imagine you're in a Golf R or whatever, you know. It's nice, Shem. It's not bad. It's not bad, so as to say. I hope I don't sound like I'm hyping it too much because it's my own car. I'm just giving you literally my own genuine thoughts about this car. Can I think about some drawbacks? I promise I'm not being biased, but I can't really think of any drawbacks other than in low maneuvering speeds, the gearbox can be jolty sometimes in an uncomfortable way, but that is common on pretty much a lot of dual clutch transmission. So it's hard to explain what it does, but yeah, sometimes it acts a bit funny. It'll go down into first gear for no reason. Well, not like randomly, but if you're doing low maneuvering speeds, sometimes it'll just go in first gear and it'll jolt, it'll rev high, and you're like, hey, what are you doing? But when you're on the move, when you're driving, it's perfectly fine. So that's one of the drawbacks I can kind of think about. Listen to that. And at the top end, it does become a bit screamy, that but low down it's nice and bassy. It sounds good. Sounds really good, eh? I play around with the throttle. Look at the response. That's how responsive the gearbox is. And now it's gonna go back to like 6th gear and then eventually 7th gear. That is so cool. So if I go foot flat and let go, see how quick the response is? That is just insane. Okay, let's try that again. 3, 2, 1, foot flat. See how quickly it downshifts. So I'm just going full throttle and then letting go. Yeah, man. So let's try it again and actually go at it. So 3, 2, 1, foot flat. Oh. Oh man. So yeah, as you can see, for day-to-day use, it's no slouch, eh? Does have a bit of go to it. And yeah, it's such a beautiful looking car, especially on the outside. It's stock now, but I'm pretty sure while I'm explaining all of this, I'm throwing in some exterior shots. But yeah, that is the 2017 VW Golf Mark 7 1.4 liter Comfortline DSG. I think that's the full name of the car. Yeah, man. I'm sure from all the information I've given you guys, you can tell that I absolutely adore this thing. I'm gonna chow this one. Let's go. I-20. We're not even racing, but I'm just racing myself. But yeah, sometimes I do play around. You know, it's always fun to have a go. Although these Polo GTI drivers and stuff are a problem. But on the highway, yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about dicing and racing, but Oh well, it is what it is. I do have some fun sometimes in the car, but most of the time I'm just chilling, just enjoying music and all that jazz. I need to make a U-turn somewhere. I think right here. And yeah, guys, that is my own personal car. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this night POV. Thank you, kind sir, for letting me through. Listen to that. Hey. I'm not foot flat, by the way. Yeah. I'm sure all you're hearing is tire noise, but hey, it is what it is. This camera is very horrible when it comes to picking up background noises, but yeah. Let me see. I actually don't know what minute we're on this video. Let's see. 16 minutes. So I'm almost out of storage. So I think I'll just wrap it up right here. Okay, let's chow this BMW and the Isuzu. I mean, I know they're not racing me or whatever, but just for the sake of it. Hey, who's going now? Is it me? Hey. And the traffic lights are not working. Hey, it can be problematic. Hey. I said something about chowing an Isuzu in a BMW. Never mind that. But yeah, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this night POV. And until next time, that's cheers from me.